Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I am Ankit Priya Sajat at Arms for today's meeting number 192 of Gurugram Professional Toastmaster Club. Each Toastmaster meeting gives us the chance to learn from one another. Be at the Toastmaster meeting, we learn many things from each other. With this, I wanted to reiterate the mission of the Toastmaster. Toastmaster meeting mission is to provide a positive and uh, learning experience to each fellow members, in which fellow members are encouraged to develop their communication and leadership skill, resulting greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are certain ground rules for each meeting. So in Toastmaster meeting, since this meeting is being conducted online, so this meeting is being recorded and may not be possible to pause the recording at any point of time. Be at the Toastmaster meeting, do not discuss about the sex, religion, and politics. Please refrain yourself while discussing on these topics. Please keep your video on and audio off. And in order to increase each and every speaker, please send the Zoom emoticons over the screen. I request all the role players to rename themselves with their role. As the statement of the Toastmaster meeting, the power of grow together, I open the meeting and hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Renee. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. Am I audible and visible?
Yes,
Am I audible and visible?
you are audible.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. A very warm welcome to all of you on 192 meeting of Gurugram Professional Toastmaster Club, a space where voice grows stronger, confidence finds its rhythm, and leaders are shaped with every meeting. Before starting the meeting or introduce the theme, I would like to welcome all my guests of this meeting. So we'll start with the Shubham.
Hello, hi everyone. Good morning. I'm Shubham from Easterly Toastmasters, and that's all. I look forward. I have heard a lot of good things about this club, so looking forward for this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubham, for joining the meeting as well. And we have Rupinder sir here. Rupinder sir, would you like to say something?
We might be
Am I
traveling.
audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we can see you, sir.
And am I visible also?
Yes.
Yes.
Good evening. My name is Rupinder, and I'm joining you from Vancouver, Canada. It is about 10:45 in the night over here. Good to be with you.
Thank you, Rupinder sir. And I also like to welcome our new members, Jaideep, once again for this month, Toastmaster Jaideep and Sameer. Today's theme is a beautifully reflected one, metaphors to live by. Metaphors are more than literally device. They are lenses through which we can view the world. Whether we say life is a journey or every cloud has a silver lining, we are using metaphors to find meanings. And guiding us through this thoughtful theme today is someone who brings both insight and creativity to every meeting he leads. Today's Toastmaster of the day is distinguished Toastmaster Nimit Mittal, who is a IT profession by who is a IT project leader by his profession with 13 years of experience. But his passion for public speaking and leadership brought him to Toastmasters. He always willing to learn. In his close, more than 5 stints with Toastmaster, he has served almost all the club EC roles and even district leadership roles like area director, associate program, quality director, division director. This year, as a part of club growth team, would work closely with the division director. So with this, I would like to hand over the stage and invite Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Nimit Mittal.
Thank you so much, Madam President. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. In this vast landscape of communication, few tools are as potent and powerful as metaphors, be it storytelling, public speaking, or even one-to-one conversations. It is these metaphors which help us articulate the intangible into something tangible. Let us take an example. Let us take an example of something as intangible as love. How can we make it tangible? Let us see this metaphor as an example. Love is blind. We often have heard this. Love is blind. We often might have heard love can be enlightening. Love is a journey. And for others, love can be a destination. So you see, love can be tagged to many metaphors, and with every metaphor, it is giving a different meaning. It is painting a different picture in your mind, isn't it? When we use these metaphors, it helps us draw this picture in our mind and immediately connects us with the speaker. In my opinion, metaphors not only help us understand the meaning, but also help create new meanings. It is, you see, like a magic ingredient of a dish of our language and life, which when added makes the dish rich and appetizing. So let us understand more about this powerful tool of metaphors in today's meeting and how can we culminate this habit of using metaphors. But for now, let me share with you how our meeting today would look like. Today's meeting is divided into 3 sections. First, the prepared speech section, where we have one prepared speaker today in Toastmaster Jaideep Khare, also happens to be our newest member, attempting a speech in front of us. And then post that, we would be having an impromptu speaking section where every one of us can participate and speak on a topic given impromptu. And last, we'll have the evaluation section where not only the prepared speaker, but all of us here present and participating would be evaluated by the general evaluator and their team. Let us know who is our general evaluator. General evaluator today is played by Toastmaster Ankit Brijpuria. You have seen him doing the Sergeant at Arms duties also. So let us invite him back to state his responsibilities and introduce his team as well. Thank you, and over to you, Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nimit. Just like an auditor who do the audit of the organization or the company, the general evaluator, along with their team, also oversee what the meetings, how the meeting is going to happen, what went well, and what are the areas that can be improved. So as I am playing the role of general evaluator, I, along with my team, that is tech team, which is timer, accounter, and grammarian, will submit our report at the end of the meeting. My role is divided into three parts. First, to introduce the evaluator of the day for the prepared speech. Second one, to call upon the tech team on the stage. And third one, to submit my report at the end of the meeting. So before I introduce the evaluator for the prepared speech, I request the timer of the meeting, Toastmaster Ifat, to explain the timing guidelines for this meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Ifat.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to be the timer. Crystal Payne said, if you want to be more productive, you need to become a master of your minutes. Today, we have one prepared speech, that is icebreaker, and the timings for the icebreaker is 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, green card will be shown. Could you please, Ankit?
Yes, I am sharing the screen right to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can share it if you wanted to
Okay.
see the screen.
Can you see? Can you see the timer card? Okay. So for the icebreaker, I will show green card at 4 minutes, the yellow card at 5 minutes, and the red card at 6 minutes. And then 30 seconds grace period will be given to wrap up the message. For the table topics, it will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the green card will be displayed. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow. And then at 2 minutes, red card will be shown. And then 30-second grace time will be given also. For speech evaluations, timers, grammarian, accounters, they will be having 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, yellow card. And then at 3 minutes, red card will be shown. And of course, 30 seconds grace time will be given to them. With that, back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ifat, for briefly explain the role of the timer. As you know that the grammar plays a very important role for every speech. So in our tech team, we have a grammarian. Today's grammarian role is being played by distinguished Toastmaster Anant. I request Toastmaster Anant to introduce the word of the day to the fellow members and the guest. Over to you, Toastmaster Anant.
Thank you, General Evaluator Ankit. Good morning, everyone. My job as grammarian today will be to note down all the good usages and give 5-6 examples of some good vocabulary or phrases or words used. I, alongside, will also note down only a handful of incorrectly used phrases or words or mispronounced words, and will give the correct pronunciation or correct way of saying them. One additional challenge I have brought for all of you, instead of a word of the day, in line with the theme, I have brought an idiom of the day today. An idiom is a personal favorite of mine. The idiom is when pigs fly. It's part of a sentence, conditional sentence. The way it can be used, by the way, its meaning is a phenomenon, an event which is next to impossible or something very, very highly unlikely. For example, I set up an alarm for 4 a.m. every night. And my wife says before sleeping, you will wake up at 4 a.m. when pigs fly. Next thing can be an example. If there is a plate of Rajma Chawal in front, Rupinder will not look at it only when pigs fly. Right, Rupinder? So you can also use when pigs fly in these scenarios in your own speeches or in table topics. I will keep popping this notification in the chat. I will present my report along with counts of how many times it was thoughtfully used when Ankit, general evaluator, calls upon me. All the very best for a grammatically or language-wise enriching meeting. All the very best to everyone. Over to you, Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand, for introducing the idiom of the day. I request everyone to use the idiom of the day throughout their speech or wherever you get a chance to speak. Please use the idiom of the day, when pigs fly. As the last member of the tech team, I request Toastmaster Shubham to provide the guidelines for the counter rule. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham. Can we do a quick audio video check?
Yes, sir. Am I audible? Am I
Yes.
visible? Okay.
Yes.
Good, sir. Thank you. So the role of an counter. Have you ever heard about? Okay, wait. Let me just try an impromptu one this time. When traveling by a road, airways, seaways, waterways, you encounter CRPF jawans everywhere in India or any country, right? What's the role of the CRPF? They let us know about the threats, the suspicions. So with this, CRPF is C stands for crutchwords, R stands for repetitives, PF is for pause fillers. Okay, so when we speak and when we talk in our language, in any language, we have a habit to repeat some words, and it may sound like a broken mixtape. We used to repair it in our back in the days. Repetitive words are also very similar. The, they should be replaced by pauses. And our counter's role, like a CRPF Jawan, he has a role to count all your pause fillers. And uh, to I'm not done yet. Let me share my screen. I hope it will work. Yes. So is my screen visible? Can I get a thumbs up? So this is a sample. When you read the script of the R counter, you will find the crutch and the pause fillers. Here I reread it again and again and I uh, found this CRPF thing. And CRPF is the Central Reserve Police Force, but here we are not to shoot you, but we are here to let you know and let you know about all the things which you are doing, which are not adding value. So my role is to make you aware of all the pause fillers, all the crutch words. So again, CRPF, crutch words, repetitives, PFS for pause fillers. This is from a report from the last meeting, and this is today's meeting. So I have started noting down, and as you may can see, so you can also become aware of it. And lastly, last but not least, a sample sentence in which I will be using both all the things, crutch words, repetitives, and I will emphasize how pauses should be used in a sentence. It's a very famous quote by a Chinese philosopher. Here's the quote: To know is to know that you know nothing. I repeat, to know is to know that you know nothing. So in this, I have repeated the word know so many times. I have emphasized the uses of the pauses, strategic pauses. So by repeating words with appropriate pauses, you can make your sentence meaningful. And in the hindsight, when we were not aware about it, we were not adding any iota of value in our sentences. Now we are adding iota of value and are giving value to the listener as well. That's all from the accounter side, and I will be back with my report upon being called by our Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit ji. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham, for beautifully explaining the role of our counter and introduce the new acronym for the CRPF to us. So now I wanted to call upon the evaluator for the prepared speech, who is Toastmaster Sameer, to introduce
Hi,
the
everyone.
evaluation. Sorry, you are saying something?
Oh, no, I was sorry. Please carry on.
So as we are aware that today there is only one prepared speech, and prepared speech is to be given by Toastmaster Jaideep, and evaluation is to be done by Toastmaster Sameep. I request Toastmaster Sameep to share the speech objective for today's prepared speech. Over to you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I just spotlighting you. Just a second.
Got it. Good morning, Toastmasters. Toastmaster Jaideep is going to present an icebreaker speech. This is the start of his journey in Toastmaster speech pathways, and the objectives are simply to to introduce yourself to the club and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. It's an opportunity for Jaideep to share more about his life and learnings and share with everyone, and for us to learn about his journey so far. And we look forward to his speech. And please remember that at the end of the speech, we have to greet the Toastmaster, the icebreaker speech with a standing ovation. So just a reminder, over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sami, for sharing the speech objectives. With this, I request the speaker, Toastmaster Jaideep, please come on the stage. I am spotlighting you. Yeah. Can we do a quick audio video check, Toastmaster Jaideep? Today is a good
Yes.
day.
Yeah, today is a good day.
Yes.
Ankit, I will introduce him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can hand it over to me.
I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nimit. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator and your team. Not only you, but every one of us are very excited to hear Jaideep, our newest member, and his icebreaker speech. Icebreaker speeches would be only boring when the pigs fly. And that is the reason we are all so keen to listen to him. But before we do that, we had some theoretical part about metaphors, isn't it? So it's time to implement it. I will say something very intangible, and I request each and every one of you to attach a metaphor to make it more meaningful, to make it more tangible. Let us start with something simple, right? I'll start with you, Ifat. Life is.
Life is a journey.
Life is a journey. Yes, absolutely it is. And when we say life is a journey, we all can relate to it as to how it can. Let us make it more interesting. Add one more layer to it. I want you to be as creative as possible. You can be quirky as well. And when you are using that metaphor, you have to tell me how it is. For example, if I said life is a journey, so how life is a journey? You have to very briefly explain it as well, right? Okay, why not have one more metaphor for life? Sameep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So life is I'm going to build on that. Life is a journey to Mount Kailash. So it is winding journey. We cannot see what is on the other side. It's exciting. There is something to look forward to, and there is a there's a at the end the destination is to a union, it's a union. It's something to look forward to. Very exciting. It's a even a high elevated plane, so it's more better than from a humid, hot, dusty, challenging air, and it is as exciting as you can be. You can make it have friend. I mean, you can make it as exciting as a journey as a travel. You can. It's in your control.
Thank you, Sameep. That was very interesting. Life is a journey, yes, but life is a journey to Mount Kailash. Why not? And you have beautifully explained it why and how. Yes, Anant.
I will perhaps quote the movie Forrest Gump, the famous dialogue. Life is like box of chocolates. You never know what flavor you are going to pick up.
Indeed, it could be a hazelnut chocolate, it could be a nutty chocolate, or it could be a sweet one, or it could be a bitter one also.
Who knows? Pineapple, coconut, what flavor you are going to get?
Indeed, life is a box of chocolates. Let us change a little bit. Time. Time.
Time is a friend as well as your worst enemy.
Time is your friend as well as your worst enemy. Right. Anyone else? Time.
Time is money.
Time is money. Time is currency. Why not? We have to spend it very judiciously. We have to invest it also. It is a resource. Our mind. Our mind. Our mind. Rupinder. Our mind.
Our mind is the source of all possibilities or impossibilities. Whether you can or whether you cannot, it all resides in that little house called your mind.
The source of possibilities, source of opportunities. It's also a house. Yes. Thank you. Books. Books.
Stairway to
Books are
heaven.
the friends. Books are the friends who never give up on you, provided you never give up on them.
Beautiful. Shubham.
Books are, yeah, as Rupinder, I will also second to him. Books are those friends who never give us on us, and provided we don't give up on them.
Thank you. Jaideep, success.
Uh, success. Success is a outcome of the right planning, strategy, and strategy.
Perhaps not a metaphor, but yes, you are right. Any metaphor for success? Ifat.
Massive success
Is
is the best revenge ever.
Success is the best revenge. Yes. Ifat.
success is a mother of failures.
Mother of failures. Right. So we all get the knack of it. And congratulations, everyone. You have all earned your next speech topic, or at least an idea for your next speech. Right. So you all now understand that it is very important and it is very powerful to cultivate the fluency of using metaphors and how metaphors can help us in our not only communication journey but also in life, how we see life, how we understand life, and how we conquer our lives. So in my opinion, one of the best ways is to read, just like Rupinder was saying, that make your books your friends. Don't give up on them. So if you read widely and you read wisely and you expose yourself to more and more usage of metaphors and good language all around, and I would give you more and more ideas. To know more ideas, to know more insights as to how it is done, we'll go into our next section, that is the prepared speech section, where a speaker today would be delivering one speech. And timer, please note the time for the speech would be 4 to 6 minutes rather than the conventional 5 to 7 minutes. If we see the prepared speech section as a whole itself and the speech itself, I can somewhat relate some metaphors to that also. For example, a speech is a gift where the words are wrapped and delivered with purpose. And the words which the speakers use are like paintbrushes, which draw a picture in our minds, on the canvas of our minds. So looking forward to that in Toastmaster Jaideep. I see that you are ready. We have already done an audio video check for you. So Toastmaster Jaideep. A tale of two mediums. A tale of two mediums, Jaideep.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nimit, and good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Jaideep Khare, and today I would like to share my life journey with all of you. I can assure you that I will share only the public information and not any confidential one. I was born in a Damo. It's a small town located in Madhya Pradesh. Since my father was in a government job and he used to get transferred every 2 and 3 years, so I started to also travel from my birth, from the beginning of my life. When I turned 4 years old, my father got transferred in a small town, a small village. Its name is Sahinagar, located in Madhya Pradesh. Since it was a very small village, there was no education infrastructure was available. But luckily, when I moved over there, at that time, that one organization name is Saraswati Sishu Mandir, they opened their school over there. So I was lucky that I was able to get admission in the same place. Their plan that they will add first one class every year. So they started only the first class, and as a 4 years old child, I got admission in a first class. I studied there from first to fourth class, and it was the great beginning of the education system of India. Then after that, my father got transferred in another place, so I moved to another place. So my story was from moving from one place to another place in every 2 3 years. And when I reached to 11th class, we moved to the big city in MP. Its name is Jabalpur. So overall, my schooling was in Hindi medium because there was no English medium school was exist on those villages. So from first to 12th, I studied in Hindi medium, and I was good in education. I was doing good in subjects. I was good in sports also, and I was enjoying my life. And when we travel from one place to another place, it was amazing and memory and a wonderful journey for me. Always I get excited. Okay, now we are going to move new place. We will see the new places over there. I can connect with the new friends, and I will get the new schools. So it was journey always a full of the fun. But after completion of my schooling, when I got admission in engineering college, I moved to Mandsaur. And in that engineering college, first year, first semester, first lecture, my professor entered the classroom and he started to deliver his lecture. I was got enrolled for the mechanical engineering branch, and he started to giving lecture. I think the subject was engineering mechanics. I was sitting on the bench and I was trying to understand what he was giving the lecture. And after 1 hour of lecture, I realized that I couldn't understand anything. Then there was the second class, then third class. I thought this is not only my situation, all my classmates, all friends have been going through the same journey that they are not able to understand anything the lecture. When I came out in the recess and I meet my friends and I asked them, how was the lecture? Did you understand anything? So they replied, yes, I was able to understand 90%. Some said I was in sleeping mode, but I was able to grasp 40%. But I was very surprised and shocked that I couldn't understand anything. It was like around 0% for me. Then I realized that there is one challenge, one barrier which I have to overcome. It was the language of English. Since I was from the Hindi medium background, entirely from the small villages, so my English level was not up to the mark. Then I realized that I was living in a dream world, but this is the real world. And then I started my journey to transform myself from Namaste Bharat to Good Morning India. Then I have prepared myself, I put my effort, and I started to read books, read my subjects by giving the extra effort to understand those lecture and books. I remember when I open any books of my any subject, I take 1 hour to read one page. That was my level at that time. But I didn't give up. I knew that it's possible. This is not a case of the pig cannot fly. So I read books, page, and I started to write vocabulary also in my book. And it helps me to improve my knowledge. I used to write English vocab, then I translate in English or some simple synonym in English, and I saw the difference in myself. When I reached in second year, I knew that I was getting fail in many subjects. Every semester, every year, I have some backlogs. So when I reached second year, a new junior also joined our batch. Instead of taking ragging of those juniors, I found a different strategy. I decided that I will not take ragging of these people. Instead of that, I will give them list of the words which I collected from my books. Then they will translate and give me back on next day or next few days. It will save my time. So it was a win-win deal with my juniors. So I found that was also very helpful, and slowly I got improvement. I got enhanced. My English got enhanced, and when I reached in third year, my English level was sufficient, and I was able to pick up what was going on in my lecture, and my speed was better than earlier. Then I realized that it's not about the only completion of engineering. I need to get the 65% as a first division. Otherwise, there is no market jobs available for me. This was my understanding at that time. So I started to put more study, more effort to improve my percentage. And I used to get 35% or 40%. The boundary was the purpose earlier for me to get pass from any subjects. But slowly, when I reached the third year, final year, I was able to pick up my knowledge. And by completion of engineering, I'm very happy to share that at that time, my target was 65%. and I completed my engineering with 65.13%, and my target got achieved. Just I can say that today that I'm still on that journey. But I have come a long way from where I started. I struggle taught me not just about English knowledge, but about perseverance, discipline, and the power of believing in yourself. To anyone facing similar challenges, remember this: progress is slow, but every small effort counts. The important thing is to keep moving forward. That's it from my side. Over to Toastmaster Nimit.
A round of applause for Toastmaster Jaydeep. And yes, deservingly so, he deserves a standing ovation. So those who can stand, please have a standing ovation for Toastmaster Jaydeep. Kindly accept our praise for you for being so courageous and starting your journey in Toastmasters. I hope your journey of enhancing your English language goes on, and Toastmasters plays a vital role in helping you reach where you want to. We'll have 30 seconds of silence in where everyone is requested to please share your feedback on his speech to Jaydeep. You can do so on Zoom chat or on personal chat on WhatsApp in whatever way you feel like. Okay, shall we move on? Are we ready to dive more into the world of metaphors? Yes, reading is good. Exposing ourselves is good. But I'll give you yet another challenge. How about using them dynamically, just like the exercise we did some time back? You didn't have time to think about a metaphor, but yet you did. So try to practice and try to use these metaphors in your life, in your language, in your communication dynamically. Just use them. And probably it would make more sense. And with time, you will get better at it. Just have your own worldview. Why to copy a quote from someone? Why to get that quote and use that quote? Why not create your own quote? Today, Sunday, you might get some time, some extra time. Try to come up with your own quote, some philosophical quote. Would that be good? Yeah. And I request you to, when you create your own quote, share that on our club group. Will be very exciting. Now coming to a little more abstract things. For example, Bangalore traffic, all those who are aware of. Anyone wants to give a metaphor to Bangalore traffic?
For me, it's like a clogged drain.
So, so those who are not aware of Bangalore traffic now are aware of the Bangalore traffic. because you refer it to as a clogged drain. Great, that is a good example. This is how we give it more meaning. Classical retro songs. Classical retro songs.
Potent drug.
Potent
Blast
drug.
of fresh air.
Blast of fresh air. Wow, lovely. Rohit and Kohli. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Yes, Shubham.
Killer,
Please, if after you.
killer combination.
Killer combination. Shubham.
Jai Viru.
Jai Viro. Nice. Good. So you get the knack of it, yeah? So let us try to use them as much as possible. Our next section, which would be impromptu speaking itself in table topics. So let us welcome the table topics master, Toastmaster Rini, who is the president of our club. Let us invite her, who will help us sail through the next section, table topics. Over to you, Rini.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmasters of the day. Table topic enable a member to develop the skill of impromptu speaking. Table topic help train member to quickly organize and express their thoughts in a form of a mini speech, which has an opening, body, and conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not assigned for any of the role in this meeting. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes 30 seconds. Each speaker must use idiom of the day when pigs fly. So with this, who would be the first? Who would be the first for this session? Yeah, Anand. Toastmaster Anand.
Hi.
For you, the question is, at a crossroads, have you ever faced a decision that changed your life's direction? Toastmaster Anand, have you ever faced a decision that changed your life's direction? Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rini. I think just like me, many of us may have had multiple crossroads in the life, professionally and personally. I think one crossroad which where I faced myself was around after 10th class, which stream to go for, whether for science or commerce or for arts. My heart lied with arts. My peers were going for science, especially math, not bio. All the girls were going to bio, so that's a loss. Nobody wanted to go for commerce other than the business family. So that was a crossroad where I found myself, primarily because I loved math and physics and I hated chemistry. And that's perhaps the reason low scores in chemistry. That's why I don't find myself with an IIT or an NIT because of chemistry. That being said, later on, when after college, I found myself at another crossroads. It was somewhere about maybe last semester or second last semester when placements started happening, and I was placed both in TCS and Infosys. Interesting story that as well for maybe for another day, but somehow I was convinced to go for Infosys. I really love that decision of my life. Because in TCS, as my peers found themselves, they joined a legacy company without any sense of belonging. At Infosys, in the first 6 months at Maso training, I think Nimit will testify, you develop a sense of belonging, you develop a sense of appreciation. Perhaps that's the reason someone like Nimit worked closely for 10 years, and someone like me, who could have switched easily, stayed with that company at low salary, but for close to 4 years. And then after MBA, I faced myself at another crossroads. This time it was an existential crisis. I did not see myself working in, again, an IT industry, working on automation. You hear about automation in AI a lot these days, but at that point of time, I sense what's going to happen. And that's the reason I shifted my career to a soft skills trainer. Not a practical decision, but perhaps a courageous decision for life. And I have had my own pros and cons for that. But my only learning has been, whenever you are at crossroads, don't dive too deep. Just go for one side and own your decision. And life is short, too short to regret decision making and leaving a bus. Over to you, Vinny.
You are absolutely right, Anand. As you have thought of pigs when pigs fly, and see, the pigs just took off with this, and it's happened everybody's life, but how everyone is perceive it in a positive way, and how utilize the consequences happen during that period, that matters. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Who would be the next? Ifat, would you like to try?
Okay.
Ifat, the glass is half full. When helps you stay optimist during tough times? Ifat, what helps you stay optimistic during tough times? Ifat.
Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master. What helps me to stay positive? I believe rather a few things helping us. This is about how we grow up and what was your elders taught you. Something inculcated in us in our childhood without us knowing it. So when we have that positive mindset and a positive people around us, that definitely we have that kind of thinking, or we become positive. So whenever I see a half glass full, so I always see it half glass full, not half glass empty. So I believe in that. It depends on the people around you, and that helped you make you think that way. What comes to you? And definitely it's being positive. It's when pigs fly. That's not easy, but somehow keep you positive. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ifat, for giving us a message that keep positive, stay positive is the message. So who would be the next? Shubham, Toastmaster Shubham. For you, building bridges. Describe a time when you resolved a conflict or reconnected with someone. Toastmaster Shubham Chopra. Describe a time when you resolved a conflict or reconnected with someone.
So it was in 2015 when not 2015, pardon, 2020 when I started working and entered the real working life. I was assigned with a task to make a legal draft and hand over the report to a senior. The senior, when got the report, he tore it up and returned me, and he told me that please make it again and come back again. So I I again checked the data, prepared the draft again, more meticulously, more sedulously, and then handed over again. He again saw it. It was not how he wanted. He again tore it up, and he returned me. Please, sir, try again. So, and the third time it happened again. Fourth time it happened again. So, fifth time when it was about to take place, I was almost about to sob and question my worth. That am I that bad, or is he trying to demean me, being in the power of position? Then I realized no, he is trying to mentor me. What he's trying to do is he's trying to help me to prepare those world-class reports with standouts, which really makes the pig fly in the world of its particular industry. And not only that, it's his job, his senior's job to shine in the industry's eyes. If we will be handing over some useless data or anything which is not required, it will not make the pig fly. One more time, I would like to plug it in. Uh, so yes, I took a deep breath, submitted my report fifth time. I didn't give up, and I don't know how it came into my mind that the thing he was working was he also wanted the betterment of his company and his junior as well. So let's not take it in a negative sense and convert it in a positive sense. Like Thomas Edison has tried for 10,000, failed 10,000 times, and he invented bulb. I had this thing in mind. So yes, I saved my bridge and I made a golden bridge out of it. Thank you.
What a thoughtful story. And it's true. When you taking your failure as a challenge and focus on that to just do the root cause and identify the reason of failure, then success will be a gift for you. With this, we move on for next, who would be Rupinder sir. Rupinder sir, for you, when life gives you lemons, what's your lemon day story? Toastmaster Rupinder, what's yours lemon day story? Toastmaster Rupinder.
When life gives you lemons, I would suggest just make a lemonade. Or maybe use the lemon for lemon zest. I know it is difficult to do that because doing that would be actually making some pigs to fly. Let me tell you a story of how I did make pigs fly. In my tenure as Vice President Public Relations, I took on a seemingly impossible task. I took on the VPPR role in not one, not two, not three, but 5 clubs, 5 concurrent VPPR. Add to that, one of those clubs was outside India, one of them was an advanced club, and the clubs were meeting on different days of the week. Two things happened to me at that time. One, I fell in love with Canva. Stop making your minds race over here. The second thing that I fell in love was the Google Calendar. I created a list of tasks that I had to perform. And I did the next best thing. I sought people who could help me. Some of them are present in this room and have gone on to win many prizes in public relations. My former leader, Shashank Shekhar, used to say that as a leader, you're not entitled to the fruit, but you're supposed to plant the seeds. And I see those seeds blossoming into some excellent flowers. Yeah, when I took on this big lemon of 5 consecutive VPPR roles, I added a little bit of zest by adding a little bit of teammates. It did squeeze me, but then I squeezed back. We got a lemonade. And the success stories of those clubs are the drinks that you're having right now. Madam Topics Master.
What a story, sir. Toastmaster of the day can take 1 or 2 questions, or we can conclude here.
Okay, let us take
You
one
can
more.
take one more.
One more.
I can
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Jaideep.
No, I think Sameep. Sameep
Who
had.
is, yeah, I've not seen. Sameep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Sameep. For you, a mirror to the soul. What activity or habit truly reflects who you are? Toastmaster Sameep, what activity or habit truly reflects who you are? Toastmaster Sameep.
Toastmasters, there are not one, but 3 activities that reflect me at my authentic self. One is when I'm writing, which I hardly really get to do, but when I do, it really, I just feel connected. And I write creatively. So, for example, whenever I can, I will create a mind map and draw anything that is. For example, if I have to create a speech, also, I will just put down my thoughts as a mind map and then connect all the ideas about that topic and then organize into a speech. It takes only 5 minutes. So that is one that I really relish. The second is when I when I walk for a long time, that also puts me in a flow state. I feel very as if there's a stream going on and I'm connected to ideas. So a lot of ideas and inspirations come, including work and all. And when I go back, refresh, uh, with when I go back, I'm refreshed with a new idea or breakthrough. The third is when I'm with my family. Let's say I go out for coffee, and we have an idea. So that also breaks a lot of ice and all the different things that he talked. Normally, we are at home. I'm also working from home, but we never get to sort of talk at one place and all. So when we go there for coffee, a lot of things open up, new ideas. Kids, children get their teens, and they get inspired. And also, I also learn a lot about what they're thinking. A lot of things, unresolved conflicts, they ease out, and it goes back as a good moment that we spend together. And very funnily, take just Starbucks to unite us, even if we are in the same house. So that's how it works. So these are the 3 things. And back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sameep, for sharing your truly traits, which show that it's you. Thank you so much, every speaker. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the Day, Nimit Mittal.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Topics Master. How did you like the Pandora box opening in front of you? That's yet another metaphor which we can use for table topics, isn't it? Right, so moving on. Apart from just exposing ourselves, using the metaphors on the fly, one thing which has helped myself is introspection, self-reflection of how am I going about my business, how am I going about my life. Uh, just when I lie down on my bed at night or while I'm walking in the morning, I just think about life. I just think about myself. How am I progressing? And that helps me uh, bring the philosophical aspect of myself outside, and that helps me in creating more and more creative metaphors about life and how am I going about it. So perhaps you can also give it a try. And when we are reflecting about ourselves, we are very true to ourselves, isn't it? We are not either judging ourselves or not even uh, thinking high or low of ourselves. We are what we are. It is like a mirror, just like the next section, which is nothing but a mirror. For the next section, that is the evaluation section, there is a very common metaphor in Toastmasters community that feedback is the breakfast of champions. Isn't it? That was taught to me by the man himself, distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder Singh, and is widely universally used. So let us get to the breakfast for champions in our evaluation section. And serving this breakfast is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nimit. As I mentioned, just like the auditor who do the audit of the organization, submit its report at the last, who along with his team oversee all the things, do all the fill and cross all the checkbox and submit its report. Before I submitting my report, I request my team members, I request the timer of the day. I first request the evaluator for the prepared speech, Toastmaster Sami, to give the evaluation report on the speech given by Toastmaster Jadid. Over to you, Sami.
Toastmasters, Jaydeep presented us with an icebreaker speech today, 4 to 6 minute icebreaker speech. And I really liked how he started with a story, that small town, and then got into the meat of the story about halfway mark. I was really hooked after that. The moment he was describing that when we were sitting in the engineering class, could not understand, that got me really hooked. And I was like, really amazing story after that. What a story. In fact, this would be a story across India. And he was a hero of that. In fact, if I can say, if not pigs could fly, he showed us how a cat could fly. Cat can always jump. A cat who is like, who can understand the technicalities, but the language mastery part, which we take for granted. I also did engineering. I was also lost when I attended the first class, but it was not because of language, but it was more about not connecting to the topic well, not being curious enough, and I was lazy or whatever it is. Lots of reasons, but the language part, that was first to me, and that made me realize what a right of so many people in the country. And you brought it up. It's a big issue, and you are an inspiration for everyone actually. How you actually mastered your life after that, and maybe that got you here, that challenge of that. What a inspiring story. And what I have only a suggestion for you, a very minor suggestion, is that how to you can make it more interesting. It's more like a challenge, not a suggestion. That if you, since you have 4 to 6 minute speech like this, so you launch into the story as if Netflix story. So you maybe you could you could start that I was sitting in the classroom. Start directly with that. That I could understand only 0%, and after that go back. It's not doesn't have to be chronological. You just go back and let me take you how I got there, and then convert it into a climax that this is how I mastered it and how it's been. So that will make it like a very attention grabbing from story from the start, and not have any timer in between coming up to in between to that. So that's my only suggestion. Otherwise, it was such a great story, and you have really opened my eyes. Cats can fly. I can see that. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samit, for submitting the evaluation report on the speech for Toastmaster Jaideep. I now request our timer of the day, Toastmaster Ifar, to submit his timing report.
Thank you,
Over to
General
you,
Evaluator.
Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So Toastmaster Jaideep, he delivered his icebreaker speech today. And for most of us, icebreaker speech is like pigs flying. But how he was looking very confident, and his time was 4 to 6 minutes. However, he spoke for 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Anand, during his table topic session, he spoke 2 minutes 56 seconds. Shubham, 2 minutes 45 seconds. Rupinder, 2 minutes 29 seconds. And Sameep, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. When I spoke, I couldn't see how long I talk.
140.
But it seems maybe
1 minute
yes,
40
please?
seconds.
Okay, thank you. So it's 1 minute 40 seconds. And Sameep, as a speech evaluator, he took 2 minutes and 39 seconds. That's all. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ifat, for submitting the crisp and clear report on the timings. Now I request the R counter to submit his report over the speeches given by the table topic master on the table topic participants, the speakers, and the other participants. So I request the R counter to come on the stage, please.
Yes, so thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Ankit, for having me again on the stage. This is a report. So I have categorized it in four buckets or four quadrants: Alfonso, brilliant, charismatic, and distinguished speakers. So Alfonso is this. If you add some brilliance in it, you get this, and some sprinkle of charisma, you will be here. And if you start standing out and distinguished, you will be here. So yes, you can see I have labeled them. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes. So Toastmaster Ankit was charismatic. Toastmaster Rini, distinguished category. Toastmaster Nimit, brilliant category. Ifat, charismatic speaker. Sameep, brilliant. Jaideep, charismatic. DT, distinguished Toastmaster Anandji, charismatic, and Toastmaster Rupinderji, distinguished. And the most used pause filler was ah. And in Indian context, it was it is not mentioned in the script, but it is what it is. And the crutch word the crutch like I am wearing on my nose is the word so, which was identified most of the time by the most of the speakers. Lastly, the most repetitive word which was repeated again and again was and. I will share this screenshot as well in the group for everyone's knowledge and for future references. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shubham, for submitting the detailed report on the our counterpart. So at the last of the tech team part, I request the grammarian of the day that he can submit his report with the details of the good uses of word, the uses of the idiom of the day. I request Toastmaster Anand to submit his report. Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. Ifat, if you can unshare this, please. Thank you. I will go ahead with some impressive vocabulary display today. Nimit used the word intangible. Ifat used the word inculcated. Also, a very good quote with reference on productivity while opening her role introduction. Good job. It was, I believe, Ankit who used the word illustrate. Shubham used an abbreviation called CRPF to explain his role of our counter. I would not call it as a metaphor, but like a simile. I will explain what a simile and metaphor are. From just a second, I am having difficulty to read my own handwriting. All right. So it was from Namaste Bharat to Good Morning India. I particularly like this phrase by Jyoti. Optimistic was the word used by Rini, which I like the most. And lemon zest instead of lemon juice is what Rupinder used. Nimit closed off this list with Pandora's box, not just a good vocabulary of phrase, kind of a phrasal verb, but also something that has its roots in Western mythology. Now, a couple of things we could have improved on was Rupinder being introduced as Rupinder Sir. He would not like that. Let's take it from me. Lemon, I think the topic regarding lemon was somehow, I couldn't catch it what exactly it was, but it was handed over as Lavender story or Lavender's story. I could not really crisply catch it. So probably we can work on the pronunciation part there. And asking Ifat to submit his report, of course, can be her report. So let's be careful with his or her. English was often mispronounced as English. Now, here is an interesting part. Idiom of the day was spoken by Rini, Shubham many times, by Ifat, by even Rupinder, but only Jaideep got it right. Everyone else kind of mutated, or instead of saying when pigs fly at the end of a sentence as instructed or as given illustration, it was spoken as making pigs fly, which is not the correct intended use. It is supposed to be when pigs fly while giving out or explaining an impossible scenario instead of making pigs fly, which makes it a possible scenario. So be careful on that part and good job, Jaideep. That sums up my report. Thank you, Nimit, for not counting them, but thank you so much for many, many metaphors used throughout the meeting. Over to you, Ankit.
Thank you, grammarian of the day, for submitting the detailed report. Just a second, I am spotlighting myself. Yes. So here I am after the team members who submitted their report. Here I am with my general evaluation for overall meeting report. So the meeting was well started on time. All the session of the meeting was conducted as per the agenda. So for the prepared speech part, I think the speech objective and the path has not been shared beforehand with the evaluator. So going forward, I just request to to the speakers, whosoever it will be, to share their speech objectives and the path to the evaluator so that can evaluate and make the things ready for the evaluation purpose beforehand. Other than this, for the timing report was very brief and crisp. Just a suggestion over here. If had shown the timing card on time, but when she was sharing the screen, instead of the card, the entire desktop was being seen. So if she can zoom out that card or hide the desktop part, so it would be better for the presentation perspective. Our counter report is very innovative and very detailed one, and he presented a very good report. Just a minor suggestion at the start of the meeting when he was giving the counter role brief, he should make the role brief is in very short format. It should not be a detailed one. It should be short and crisp. And in the report, he can make a detailed report and explain everything over there. Other than this, the theme of the day, which Toastmaster Nimit very meticulously taken metaphors to live by, which is also aligned with is being aligned with the table topic master who took the table topic session, and the table topic portion also Toastmaster Rini added the metaphors before asking the question. So it seems like we are conducting a meeting in a very uniform way and everything is synchronized in the meeting. So this is a very good part. So this is it from my side. From me, there is no such deviation, or I feel is there any where we fall short in complying with the standard of the meeting. This is it from my side. With this, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nimit. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator and team, for polishing the diamonds of this meeting a bit more. I hope we continue to shine in our future meetings and life beyond Toastmasters as well. Now, just to conclude, metaphors are not only a rhetorical device, but they are tools to connect, to transform. When we embrace these metaphors, we also embrace a richer and more resonant way of understanding ourselves, but also the world around us. So I encourage you all to use more and more metaphors in your lives. And there's a saying by Aristotle. He said that the greatest thing by far is to be a master of metaphor. So by mastering the metaphors, we just not only master the language, but our lives as well. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It was a delight to be your Toastmaster today. I hope I could add some value. Thank you so much. Looking forward to your feedback and handing it over to the presiding officer of the day for conclusive remarks.
Can we have a big round of applause for us? Today's Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Nimit Mittal. As we come to end of today's inspiring meeting, let's reflect on our theme, metaphors to live by. Metaphors are more than figure of speech. They are mental model and help us frame our challenges and express our dreams and make sense our journey, which is called life. Thank you so much, Nimit, for giving this message in today's meeting. Today's meeting beautifully mirrored that we witnessed Jaideep share his thoughts and story through his ice-breaking speech. A big round of applause for his evaluator, Toastmaster Samit, for his thoughtful feedback. Our journal evaluator steered the second half with clarity and insightful. Thank you for your sharp observation. Our supporting role players also deserve a chair. Grammarian, distinguished Toastmaster Anand, for his keen ear on language. Our counter, Toastmaster Shubham, for catching those filler words, sounds in a innovative way. Thank you so much for your report, and all speakers of impromptu segment that truly brought metaphors alive. Before we are closing, I would like to invite our guest for share your experience. So first, I would like to invite Toastmaster Rupinder for sharing your feedback for today's meeting.
I enjoyed the meeting. We were few in numbers, but we did have an exciting meeting. And I'm pretty sure that the executive committee is working on ways to get guests to the group. I mean, you've got everything going for you. You got a club on Sunday. Most of the people are free. And you just have to identify a niche. I'll just share something with you over here in Canada. So I've taken up the VPPR role in my club. So over here in Canada, there are a lot of immigrant support organizations. They are non-government organizations, and they support immigrants. And a lot of those immigrants, they don't have the necessary English speaking skills. They're very skilled otherwise. For example, people from Mexico, they are very skilled in construction. You give them a tool, they'll instinctively know how to use it. But try talking to them in English or try communicating with them in English, it's a big problem. And those are potential markets. So I've sent out letters to each one of them saying that we would want to partner with them, be their partner of choice in communication skills courses and all, and trying to promote Toastmasters like that. You need to find a potential market. What is the market that you are going to address? Try to figure that part out. Is it going to be college students? Is it going to be working professionals? Is it going to be people who are looking to improve their communication skills? Chartered accountants can be a very big market because a lot of chartered accountants, they come from the vernacular medium, number one. Number two, they've never had this kind of an exposure. Most of them don't go to college. So they've never had this kind of an exposure. And this can be a very fertile skill honing ground for them. So try to get those pieces in place and target those pieces. And I'm pretty sure today there were 9 people, there will be 19, and then there will be 90 people in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your observations, and we'll work on that. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Sami. No, not sorry, Shubham, Toastmaster Shubham, for your feedback.
I thoroughly enjoyed this meeting. Apart from that, it exceeded my expectations. All the great speakers, the role players, they are very well known in this Toastmasters community. And I was looking to try the skills which I have learned and experiment them. And this platform, your meeting, helped in achieving those things. No feedback, only compliments. And wishing you all the best for the future meetings. And I look forward to again come and join. Thank you. That's all.
Good night. I'm 1 minute to midnight over here, so I'll see.
Can we have a quick photograph for today's meeting?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gallery mode, please. Hearts.
Hearts.
Okay.
Done?
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Yes, done. Thank you.
भी मुझे जान से मार देगी इतने हार्ड से दे रहा हूँ. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
So,
so much.
yeah, before
Let's stop the
closing,
recording now.
yes.